Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Power Vacuum. I'm your host, Belmont. And it would seem that Xbox is going through some things right now. We had this article from IGN, it's 2 weeks ago, and it says Xbox hardware is dead. Says founding team member. It looks like Xbox has no desire or literally can't ship hardware anymore. I don't love watching all of the value that I helped create slowly get eroded away. One of the original founding members of Xbox, Laura Fryer, believes this firm's hardware ambitions are dead. In a new video in which Fryer reflects upon her time shipping the OG Xbox and Xbox 360, she calls the company's current roadmap chaos. Asks, is the flashy new ROG Ally the real deal? And ponders what the future may hold for Xbox going forward. There is literally no reason to buy this handheld, Fryer opined to the ROG Xbox Ally. Obviously, as one of the founding members of the Xbox team, I'm not pleased with where things are today. I don't love watching all of the value that I've helped create slowly get eroded away. I'm sad because from my perspective, it looks like Xbox has no desire or literally can't ship hardware anymore. So this partnership is about to slow exit from the hardware business completely. Personally, I think Xbox hardware is dead. Xbox is focused on driving fans to Game Pass. Fryer continued saying that while there's a value in that, and while it's possibly one of the reasons why Outer Worlds 2 was slapped with an $80 price tag, she still questioned that the company's long-term strategy is, especially with the Xbox 25th anniversary looming. And here the thing is, and here's the thing. Here the thing is. Here's the thing. Maybe it will work, she added. Xbox has a deep portfolio. Oblivion Remastered was obviously a huge success, and they can't continue to outsource that work to external companies and make a lot of money releasing their older games. Older games from an era when Xbox knew how to build them. But what is the long-term plan? Where are the new hits? What will make people care about the Xbox 25 years from now? Next year marks the 25th anniversary of Xbox, and I'm sure that they will have some big announcement and plans for honoring the milestone. Maybe next year is the year. Maybe next year is the year that fog will clear and all of us will see the beauty of these latest announcements. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Last week, we reported that Microsoft is allegedly planning significant layoffs in its gaming business. That's why I started by saying this article is 2 weeks old, because this news has come and went. That could come as early as this week. It did. It did come that early. Managers of Microsoft would reportedly already been briefed about the Xbox layoffs, as well as wider cuts of the company, which are expected to hit sales teams in particular. It hit a lot of dev teams too, like way more than I thought it would. For the gaming business, The Verge reported Microsoft plans to make the cuts ahead of the releases of its next generation of consoles. It comes after Microsoft announced partnership with AMD to power the next generation of Xbox, including its first party future Xbox consoles. Microsoft has yet to say when it plans to launch the new devices. Yep. And there you go. From one of the founders of Xbox, hardware's dead. Hardware is dead. This was 2 weeks ago. This article came out yesterday. Now it's from purexbox.com. So I expect there to be a slant of bias in favor of the Xbox. But that being said, IGN comes with a slant of bias of not giving a shit about video games at all, like at all, and like poorly rated systems, poorly researched, and poorly written articles. So you pick your side. You gonna trust IGN? You gotta trust purexbox.com. But this is what Pure Xbox had to say. Xbox hardware isn't dead, but big changes are coming, says Digital Foundry. No, Xbox hardware isn't dead. In recent weeks and in the wake of ROG Xbox Ally, there's been a lot of speculation about the future of Xbox hardware and where Microsoft is taking things. And over the past few days, the folks over at Digital Foundry have had their say on proceedings. The Digital Foundry team believes that Xbox is still taking hardware seriously, but that it'll undergo big changes for the next generation. We've we've chucked their lengthy discussions up about for you to take a look at, up above for you to take a look at. We've chucked. I don't get what that means, but all right. Where Richard, John, and Oliver make a number of interesting hardware Xbox related points. Oliver talks about how they believe Xbox will become more like Windows Surface, where where multiple manufacturers produce Xbox systems rather than one defined next gen console. That's going to lead to serious inconsistencies in your physical hardware and how regulated and consistent they're going to be. I pretty much nailed it. Inconsistencies in your hardware. But that's an interesting take on things. It does seem like you're not interested in producing hardware uh, like was suggested over here. I'm not reading that quote. Well, all right, I'll read it. We see this in the Windows space with Surface devices where Microsoft participates in Windows ecosystem, but they're not necessarily the only player in the ecosystem. They are one of many players in the ecosystem. Fucking put ecosystem in there a couple more times, dude. I don't think it got it across. The Xbox traditionally, with the last four generations of hardware, has been a pretty strong vision. Here is an Xbox Series X. We're going to support it for a generation. It has a console OS, it has exclusive games, it will go toe to toe with PlayStation with competitive pricing that isn't this isn't that, or at least some degree it's not that. In significant ways, it's not that vision. It just seems this is a terrible quote. John goes on to largely agree with the sentiment, adding the Windows like device feels like the only way forward at this point. After the ROG Xbox Ally announcement and everything else that's gone on with Microsoft over the last year or two, John believes there's not really any reason for consumers to embrace a traditional console from Microsoft as it begins to sell its Xbox's Anywhere Vision to players on pretty much any device. Anyway, we think this is a pretty interesting discussion. And while Microsoft is the only one that truly knows its next gen plans, we do we do think DF Digital Foundry makes some very logical and valid points here. Xbox hardware is indeed sticking around, but it's clear that the next generation will be very different in terms of how traditional console cycle plays out. So I'm going to say that lends credence to what Laura said, and that Xbox isn't interested in shipping out hardware because they are outsourcing hardware and shipping out software. I thought I thought this article was actually going to be more defensive Xbox, but they're just stating that what Laura said is true. This article actually reaffirms this article. Xbox hardware, your title may not say it, but Xbox hardware is dead. Xbox is not making hardware. They are not making consoles and producing them and sending them out into the masses. They are now outsourcing consoles, which is how you get shitty consoles. The only thing that will save Xbox in the future is if they just do the rumor, just do the roar, do the rumor, do the rumor, make a home tower, quick like plug and play PC kind of thing, right? That's it. Plug in you buy the tower. The towers do something smart. Do it cheap, like $100. It's just the basic electronics and whatnot, and then the actual motherboard, video card, and RAM. Boop boop boop, and the motherboard can be all inclusive, include wireless controllers, Wi-Fi cards, all that shit. Don't be stupid. But you buy all those as like a kit. That's like $400 or $500. We'll say 400. It's a good number. You're buying fucking electronic pieces. You have to build it yourself. But then you can upgrade it in the future. And if they're smart, they'll do upgrades in waves where it's not like you have to get all new console parts. They'll be like, this new video card works with this motherboard. This new RAM works with this motherboard. Okay, we made a new motherboard now to upgrade the base part of it after you upgrade your video and RAM that works with both the old video and RAM and the new upcoming video and RAM. And they just go in a cycle like that. Every like 2 years, just be like, bam, here's the new fucking hardware. Well, and so every 2 years you get a new motherboard, and basically every you get the first console, then the next year video card RAM. Year after that, I don't know why I'm developing a system like this. I'm overthinking this. Make a damn upgradable console, Xbox. Just do it. That's what we want. That's what everyone would fucking love it. You'd have a basically what is a micro PC or a mini PC, Xbox PC. There, name it. You love stupid naming convictions. Make the Xbox PC. That's all we want. We want a game on that. A simple, dedicated gaming rig. Like, yeah, sure, Netflix and whatnot. It should come with very limited apps. Like, maybe not even at all. Make it a get dedicated gaming rig. No, you need video apps, otherwise nobody will buy it. People got to be able to watch stuff. But there you have it. I really thought this Pure Xbox article was going to refute the IGN article, but it just reaffirms it. They're outsourcing their hardware to other companies. They do not have any intentions of producing hardware anymore. Therefore, Xbox hardware, as it was known, is dead, or at least it would seem to be. But that's all I have for these stories. This is your host, Belmont, signing out.